Assalamualaikum. Hi you all. Jom belajar MX dengan Teacher Jess. Okey, video kali ini Teacher Jess akan berkongsikan chapter 6.2 Trigonometric ratio of any angle. Okay, let we start for 6.2.1. Relate secant, cosecant and cotangent with sine, cosine and tangent of any angle in a Cartesian plane. Okay, so consider the triangle ABC in the diagram here. The trigonometric ratio can be defined as follow. Okay, ini you dah belajar tau sebelum ni. So, your previous knowledge lah ni. The right angle triangle, we will have a hypotenuse. Okay, the hypotenuse is the longest side, okay, in the triangle. And you must do label or denote one angle, because from that angle, we want to state the opposite side and the adjacent side for the angle. If you have the angle is here, so you will be the adjacent side, this side, and the opposite side is here. So it refer to your angle position. Okay, so what we have now? So the trigonometric ratio can be defined as sine theta. This is sinus, but we just use the short term for sine. Ni cosinus, cos, tangent, tan. Okay. So what is the formula for sinus theta? Sinus theta is opposite side over hypotenuse. That is, you take the measurement for the BC length over the AB length. Okay. And cos is adjacent side divided by hypotenuse, and tangent is ratio opposite side to the adjacent side. Actually, I know that almost all of us are using this simple formula about sine, cos and tangent. For example, so, cha, toa. Okay, this is simple punya formula untuk kita nak mudah ingat sine, cos and tangent formula. Okay, let we perform this is as our H. Example, this is your theta, so this will be your A and this will be your O. Okay, so you can see that this is, okay, I explain. Okay, for those who not remember, for this using for this formula, S is refer for the sine. Okay, and O is refer to the opposite, and H is refer for the hypotenuse, and so on lah untuk yang cah dan juga toa ni. Okay, so cara mudah untuk kita nak ingat. Okay, so like this. Okay, cah. Kita susun macam tu, tapi cara kita baca tu senang nak ingat. Gitu. Okay, clear? Okay, next. Beside the three trigonometric ratio above, there are three more ratio that are the reciprocal of this trigonometric ratio. These trigonometric ratio are cosecant, secant and cotangent, which are defined as follow. Okay, untuk pengetahuan you all, kita juga ada 3 lagi tambahan formula di mana yang sebelum ni you all tak guna. So untuk topik ni baru kita guna. That is your cosecant, kita panggil cosec. Secant kita panggil sec, and cotangent kita panggil cot. Okey, apakah maksud di sebalik cosec, sec and cotangent ni? Dia adalah reciprocal daripada yang kita ada di atas. Reciprocal bermaksud, okey, tadi kita ada apa? Sine. Sine kita ada opposite over hypotenuse kan? So bila kita reciprocal opposite over hypotenuse, jadi hypotenuse over opposite, maka dia jadi cosec. Okay, so hypotenuse over adjacent, dia jadi sec. Second lah. Okay, adjacent divide by opposite, or ratio adjacent to opposite, dia jadi cotangent, cot. Okay. And we can conclude that based on the triangle ABC, yang ni lah, based on triangle ABC yang ni, it is found that actually cosecant is 1 over sine theta. Okay, secant is 1 over cos theta, and cot is 1 over tangent theta. Okay, siapa tahu kenapa cosecant ni jadi 1 per sin theta? Okay, let we see here. Okay, kita dah tahu sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, cosecant adalah hypotenuse over opposite. Jadi, jika teacher buat 1 per O over H, apa akan jadi? Kalau kita tengok ni. Yang ini, dia sama dengan 1 bahagi O over H, iaitu kita kena buat reciprocal lah kan. Mana boleh bagi pecahan kan. So, jadi 1 darab dengan H over O. Itu yang kita dapat. Yang ni. Kita dapat balik H over O ni, kita dapat balik kita punya set ni lah, cosecant ni. H over O kan. So that's why cosecant is also is same as 1 over sin. Ini sin ni kan. Ini sin. So jadi 1 over sin lah yang ni. Ni dia punya explanation dia. Sama juga macam secant, 1 over cos ni. Okay, sebab cos adalah A over H. Okay. So kita tahu secant kita ni adalah H over A. So kalau teacher buat 1 per A over H, sama tak dengan H over A? Sama kan? That's why ini jadi secant adalah bersamaan dengan 1 over cos. Okay. And seterusnya lah cotangent ni. Okay, cot adalah A over O. So kalau teacher ada 1 per O over A, ini adalah tangent. So, jadi 1 per tangent. So, do you understand clearly the relation between the secant, cosecant, and cotangent for sine, cos, and tangent here? Okay, boleh Okay. So, now, let's we try example 2. Okay, the diagram on the right show a right angle triangle ABC at B. Okay. Right angle triangle dia B lah. Okay. So, given AB is 8 and BC is 6, determine the value of cosecant, secant, and cotangent. Okay, let's we do together. Okay. Now, we want cosecant. Okay. So, cosec is equal H over O. That is 1 over sine theta. So, we know that what is our sine. Okay, now this is your theta. Okay, so sine is equal 1 over soh kan? O over H. So, ini adalah O over H. Okay. So, sama je lah. Kalau kita tak nak guna yang ini pun, terus je lah guna yang ini. Sebab kita dah ada maklumat. Betul tak? H over O. Apa itu H? Hypotenuse kan? Hypotenuse dia berapa? Oh, dia tak bagi tahu kat sini. Tak apalah, kita dah tahu kan. Dalam kita punya Pythagoras theorem, kita boleh cari hypotenuse side kita ni adalah 10. Di mana iaitu 6 kuasa 2 tambah 8 kuasa 2 punca kuasa. Okay. So, you nak guna terus 10 per 6 pun boleh. You nak buat 1 per 6 per 10 pun boleh. Tapi biasanya kalau kita dah ingat formula, yang ini kita dah tak guna dah, yang kita dah buat yang ini. Okey. So sekejap kita clear sekejap. Okey. So kita dapat 10 per 6. So ataupun kita calculate dapat 1.667. Okey, next second theta. What is second theta? Second theta is 1 over cos. Okey, ataupun kalau kita kalau kita tak guna 1 over cos ni, kita terus boleh guna yang ini. Okey. Itu hypotenuse over adjacent. Okay, yang tadi ni O over hypotenuse. Sorry. Apa pula O over hypotenuse? Reciprocal kan? Hypotenuse over O, dan yang ini adalah A over O. Okey, so yang ini maksudnya kita terus boleh guna, iaitu H over A. So H kita adalah 10, A kita adalah 8 lah. So this is your H, this is your O, this is your A. And of course lah cotangent, kalau kita tengok formula kita adalah A over O. Okay, adjacent over opposite side. So adjacent kita 8 and then opposite kita 6. So jadi 8 per 6, iaitu 1.33. Okay, kalau you jawab 4 per 3 boleh. Ini 5 per 4 boleh. Ini 5 per 3 boleh. Okay. So next. Okay, we have one more example here. Okay, given that, okay, alpha is 56 degree. Use calculator to find the value of cosec alpha, secant alpha and cot alpha. Okay, maksudnya kat sini, tadi dia bagi dalam bentuk diagram, right angle triangle. And then okay, our theta is variable. Okay, theta. Our theta is, our angle is variable theta. So we have only the side. Okay, what about now? We have the question asked to find the cosecant, secant and cotangent by using the angle, the value. It's okay. Just use your theta. Okay, replace or substitute with the value for 56 degree. Example, cosecant 56 degree. Okay, what is formula for cosecant? Okay, formula the cosecant. Tengok A. Okay, cosecant adalah H over O kan. Okay. Tapi kita nak guna H kita mana? O kita mana? Sebab kita tak ada gambar. Betul tak? Kita tak ada gambar tree diagram tu. Kita tak ada gambar apa? Right angle triangle. That's why for this case, it is suitable to use the formula. You understand? Okay. So, we can conclude that if we have the diagram for right angle triangle, okay, yes, we can use the formula. If not, we have only the value for the angle, theta, we can use the formula. Okay. So, we know that cosec is H over O. At the same time, it is also 1 over sin theta. So, cosec is 1 over sin theta. Just substitute your theta with 56 and you can calculate 1 over sin 56 degree using your calculator. Okay, we got 1.20C. Okay, understand? Okay, so this is for secant 1 over cos and cotangent 1 over tangent. Okay, you just replace or substitute your theta or your variable angle with the value. Okay, so secant is 1 over cos theta and this is 1 over tangent theta. Okay, and then now we have the info here. The angle A and B are complementary angle to each other if A plus B is equals to 90 degree. Okay, kalau yang ini teacher ingat you belajar dah dalam form 1 tak silap. Okay, complementary angle ni dengan satu lagi supplementary angle. Masih ingat? Okay, kalau tak ingat, complementary angle ni bermaksud macam ni. Okay, you ada dua angle, tak kisahlah berapa angle sekalipun, katakan A dengan B tu. Yang pentingnya bila kita tambah A dengan B tu mesti dapat 90. Kalau A 60, B 30. Kalau B 70, A jadi 20. Okay, tu complementary angle. Okay, jika kita ada supplementary angle, ia adalah hasil tambah dua sudut tu mesti 180. Tapi dalam ni kita tidak guna most of the theory for supplementary angle. Okay, so this is just for your revision. Kita banyak guna yang complementary angle. Okay, contoh kalau dia beritahu angle B is complementary for A. So kalau kita nak cari A, kita 90 degree minus B. Kalau kita tahu B lah. Dan sebaliknya, jika kita tahu A, kita nak cari B. Dia bagi tahu A dengan B adalah complementary angle, jadi 90 darjah tolak dengan A. Okay, boleh? Okay, so next, we continue. Okay, we have a discovery activity 2 here. Okay, this is to formulate the complementary angle. Example, sin theta in column A and column B is for complementary angle for A. So, 90 degree minus theta that you have here. Okay, so we have for all value for trigonometry, sine, cos, tangent, cot, secant, cosecant. Okay, so when you do this one, you can use your calculator. Okay, you can use your calculator. Okay, we got the conclusion. The formula of the complementary angles are as follow. Okay, example. Your sin theta is actually the same value with cos 90 degree minus theta. Your second theta is equal to cosecant 90 degree minus theta. Maksudnya kalau theta you ni 30, okay, jika kita nak cari cosecant, senang je. Ambil je 90 degree minus 30 degree. Okay, theta yang sama daripada second tadi. So, jadi 60 kan? Bermaksud second 30, kalau tekan kalkulator dia akan dapat sama sebiji dengan value cosecant bagi 60. Macam tu. So, this is dia punya formula. Okay. So, cos is equal to sin 90 degree minus theta. Cosecant is second 90 degree minus theta. Tangent theta is equal cotangent 90 degree minus theta. And cotangent is equal tangent 90 degree minus theta. Okay, so you can try to substitute any value to see that it is equal or not. Okay, so let's go next page. Okay, we have example here. So let me see for our example now. Okay, given that sin 77 degree is 0.9744, cos 77 degree is 0.225. Can you find the value of each of the following? Cos 30 degree, cosec 30 degree, and cotangent 30 degree. Okay, now we have cos 30 degree. We have to find the cos for 13 degree. Okay, but we have to use the given information here. Okay, we have 1, 2. Okay, 2 formula here. 2 information here. Okay, so how we want to start? Okay, first remember what is the same value with the cos theta. Kita tengok balik. Kita dah belajar tadi kan. Cos theta adalah, okay, we see the previous page. Cos theta is equal with sin 90 minus theta. So, cos theta is equal with sin 90 minus theta. So, kalau kita nak cari cos 13, maksudnya sin 90 minus 13 lah. Follow je formula. And then, kita tahu cos 30 degree, 90 minus 13 is equal 77. So, you can see that, there is a given information here. Sin 77 degree. So, finish. You got your cos 13 degree equal 0.9744. Understand? Okay. Next, we see the B. Okay, cosec 13 degree. Okay, let me see what we have for cosec. Okay, this is for cosec. This is for cosec. Okay, cosec is second 90 degree minus theta. Okay, so we have cosec theta is second 90 degree minus theta. Okay, so we want to find cosec 13 degree. So this is equal with 90 minus 13. Okay, so we have second 77. Okay, so let me see. Do we have any information for second 17 degree? No. Okay, so bila no, kita tengok balik. Ada lagi tak apa yang kita belajar sebelum ni yang related dengan second? Yes. We know that second also is equal with 1 over cos. Cos apa sekarang? Theta 77, so cos 77 lah. Cos 77 kita ada tak maklumat? Ada? Ni dia bagi. So 1 over 0.225. Tekan calculator kita dapatlah 4.444. Okay, understand? Okay, so I can see that to answer this question, you have to understand the formula and must remember the formula. Tapi bagi teacher, kalau ingat tapi tak faham susah juga. Tapi kalau kita faham, mudah kita nak ingat. Okay. So the last one. Okay, we want to find the cot 30 degree. Okay, so we know that. Okay, we know that cot 13 degree is also equal with tangent 90 degree minus 13 lah. Okay, sekejap. Ni. Okay, mana teacher tahu? Ni kita belajar tadi. Nampak? Ni. Okay, so di sini kita buat cot 13 degree sama dengan tangent 77. Okey, bila kita tengok balik maklumat yang dia bagi, tangent tak ada lah. So macam mana? Tapi kita tahu kan, tangent juga adalah bersamaan dengan sin over cos. Okey. So, kita tengok sin kita ada, cos kita ada. So, dapatlah kita buat sin 77 degree over cos 77 degree. Okay, so value dia bila kita ambil, kita gantilah. Anda dapatlah 4.331. Okay, boleh? So this is the example 4 that I explained for you. And we finish for 6.2 for pages 195. Okay, so I will continue the next subtopic, with the next video. So, thank you guys for see this video and listen to this video. I hope it helped you to understand more about the 6.2 about relate the second, cosecant and cotangent with sine, cosine and tangent of any angle in Cartesian plane. Okay, thank you guys. Bye.